What we have here is a model of one of the most important planes in the history of aviation and mankind. The Enola Gay is famous for being the plane that delivered the atomic bomb Little Boy over the Japanese city of Hiroshima. As the first use of an atomic bomb in wartime, the choice of team to lead the mission was one that was carried out extremely carefully. Due to the secrecy of the atomic bomb project, the team in charge of delivering the bomb, from working with the atomic materials to actually flying the plane, was all contained within the 509th Composite Group, led by Paul Tibbets. In fact, Paul Tibbets missed viewing the Trinity bomb test in order to convince General Curtis LeMay not to give the assignment to another group. In the end, the 509th completed its mission, delivering the atomic bomb that ended the war in the Pacific. Yet, long after the atomic bomb had been delivered, the elite 509th Composite Group continued on.
In the immediate after World War II, there was still use of elite squadron of bomber equipped to handle nuclear materials. The 509 Composite Group was renamed the 509 Bomberman Group and then activated of the Operations Crossroad. As part of Operation Crossroad, the 509 participated in the nuclear bomb test conducted at Bikini Atoll.
In 1954, during the test of the first hydrogen bomb, Bravo, the nuclear test got out of control, whereas for the earlier atomic bombs it had been relatively easy to predict the force of the explosion before testing. During the first hydrogen bomb test, scientists completely missed the mark. The explosion from Bravo was far more powerful than expected, causing the death of people aboard the Japanese ship, the Lucky Dragon 5. This incident, in fact, was the event that led to the creation of the Godzilla movies in Japan.
In the Godzilla series, one of the forces mobilized to fight Godzilla was the United Nations Godzilla Countermeasure Force, a fitting title, since in today's world the UN stands as one of the few international groups that holds the support of the world, started after World War II to ensure continuing international peace. As an international organization, the UN often meets to discuss proposals in the Swiss city of Geneva.
Of all the countries in the world, especially Europe, Switzerland was one of the few to stay neutral throughout the World War II, making it the ideal place for sensitive international business to be discussed in the modern day.
Despite being neutral, Switzerland does have a military. Unlike the military of other countries, however, the Swiss military serves mainly in the capacity of a peacekeeping force, with a long and storied past. However, it is not for its military victory or battles that Switzerland is known, but rather for this little utility known as the Schweitzer Offenmesser, but renamed as the Swiss Army knife by American soldiers. This little piece of technological gold contains everything that the traveling soldier needs, all in one compact little case. Now, there are two companies that make Swiss Army knives today. The first is Victorinox, and the second is Weninger. The latter is a supplier to North America. They also make a variety of other Swiss gear products, including rolling backpacks that are known for their quality construction.
Why? It's completely undamaged. Like, the zipper works. This is not right.
As you can see, quality construction for the gangster rapper on the go. Now, we've connected you to the backpack, and it's time to wrap on back. You see, we got zippers sewn into the cloth, and these zippers interlock like the teeth of an alligator. A brilliant design by Gideon Sundblock, who lived in Sweden, so he didn't use sunblock. No, God! Whoa!
My apologies for that horrible incident. Now where were we? Oh yes, at Gideon Sundbuck and his wonderful little invention. After coming up with the idea for the interlocking zipper, Gideon Sundbuck was able to sit back and watch his invention evolve. It was then up to B.F. Goodrich Corporation to give a name to the new kind of fastener that was featured on their new rubber boots.
And here to my left is Graham Goodrich. Graham? He is in no way related to the Goodrich Corporation we were discussing earlier.
What are you talking about? All they have to do is die and then I get all the money.
Yeah, never mind, he is related.
You may recognize the name Goodrich from the brand of tires that belongs to Michelin. However, the Goodrich Corporation has a long and storied past, including far more than just rubber tires and boots. The Goodrich Corporation was founded by Dr. Benjamin Franklin Goodrich, from which point the company evolved and changed. In 1988, the Goodrich Corporation decided to exit the tire industry to focus on aerospace products. The core of Goodrich's aerospace business has been created years earlier, with products like aircraft wheels and brakes, evacuation systems, and the first commercial pneumatic de-icers. New product lines were added to this base, including sensors, landing gear, and avionics. New products developed internally and expansion into maintenance and repair services added further to the company's growth. As a result, by the 1990s, aerospace sales increased tenfold and almost $4 billion annually. Today, Goodrich products are on almost every aircraft in the world and on other platforms such as satellites.
As an aerospace company, the Goodrich Corporation has supplied parts to various U.S. jet aircraft over the years, including the B-52 Stratofortress. In 1955, the United States having a nuclear-equipped bomber was an absolute necessity. This niche was filled by the B-52 Stratofortress, which was capable of carrying 70,000 pounds of weapons, many of which have the capability to be nuclear. This is impressive, given the power of nuclear weapons to destroy. Either in fission or in fusion, nuclear devices release an incredible amount of power, with a 1 kilogram nuclear device being capable of equaling 1 billion kilograms of conventional high explosive. All of this nuclear power was first unleashed on humans in the drop of the bomb Little Boy on Hiroshima. This device, as you know, was dropped by a very special B-29 superfortress named the Enola Gay. And this completes our little connection strip, showing that we are all in some way connected to the same plane.